Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I laughed so hard when I read the headlines of these two articles, especially the one that I'm going to share from NBC News, where they show us the concern of the United States of America, Biden, a concern that Iran might strike Israel and the United States of America. Well, they're celebrating. What are you talking about? They're not concerned, they're celebrating. And the other article, which is a little bit more serious, comes from the Russians, from Sputnik. And that's where it says that the US and Israel military is on high alert because they're afraid Iran will do what they wanted Iran to do for so long, which is attack us. So we're going to be the victims. We and Israel together, hand in hand. We're going to be the victims. See Iran bad, we good. You can make shit up. But what could be the implications if Iran decides to really hit targets, real targets? How? Will we still have elections? Will Biden just go on like a Zelensky Stein? Did you think about that? And if you remember, and if you don't, I tell you, these imbeciles were saying it constantly that Trump will institute martial law, will dissolve the US Senate and the House, the Congress will be done, and he's going to be dictator by starting a war. Hello, baby doll. How about this one? Could that happen? If these guys are seeing the elections, free and fair elections, going down for the one who's supposed to, the side who's supposed to win, even though if the other guys win is the same garbage. But nevertheless, it's almost the same garbage. 98% is the same garbage. I will explain later. Let's go to the first article. NBC News. Biden officials worry Iran may hit targets inside Israel as revenge for killing general. Isn't that what these guys wanted for so long? Isn't what the Americans wanted for so long? So they can finally hit Iran and claim Iran is the bad dude, which they've been claiming forever, they being the mass media owned by the people. All right, Biden officials. Biden administration officials are concerned. They're not concerned whatsoever. They're not going to be, it's all good for them. It's going to be all good. Biden administration will remain in power. Good. No elections possibly. Good. Iran is going to be attacked full force by us, finally with Israel, right? So it's all good. What's the concern? You will not be hit. Your families will not be hit. You or your families will not be asked to go and die for those guys over there. What do you mean you're concerned? I think these guys are continuously drunk. It's a drunk fest at the White House and administration. Yes, please do it, do it. Excuse me, Iran. Yes. Can you start earlier? The part is yeah. The fireworks are ready. It's exactly what happens. I've been there. Just kidding. YouTube. Oh man. Concerned that Iran may be planning to hit targets inside Israel in retaliation for Israeli strikes in Syria this week. Not anything about any consulate, embassy. No. Hits in Syria. That's why you know these guys are owned by the perpetual victims. By planning to hit targets in Syria this week that killed several senior Iranian officials, according to two U.S. officials. The officials said any retaliation inside Israel is expected to focus on military or intelligence targets rather than civilians. Let's see what they say. Iran has threatened to retaliate, saying the building destroyed was a consular building and therefore was an attack on Iran itself. What's new? These guys attacked targets in Iran as well. Now, a U.S. intelligence assessment, they play together, warns that Iran could carry out an attack using a swarm of drones or land attack cruise missiles, and that Iran could target an Israeli diplomatic or consular facility in the region in retaliation for a strike in Damascus. They're not going to tell us. According to U.S. officials familiar with the assessment. Can I bring my officials familiar with the assessment? Never mention their names, but make statements. and support them with the statements of supposedly my evidence is people familiar with the issue, with the matter. I'm not going to tell you confidentiality reasons, okay? And I can claim what the fuck ever I want. Based on what? Whatever I make up. All right, so this is one. A spokesman for the National Security Council said reports that the U.S. had asked Iran not to target American facilities were simply wrong and Iranian spin. Of course, they want. That's why it's just, they didn't ask Iran not to attack. They, come to me. Oh man, all right, he says, we received a message from Iran following the strike in Damascus. You see how they keep it like that? No embassy, no nothing. In response, we made clear that we were not behind the strikes. Or strike, I think it was one or more than one strike. We also warned Iran to not use the strike as a pretext for further escalate. So only those guys are allowed to punch me and I'm supposed to show restraint? Fuck off. You know what I mean? In the region or attack US facilities or personnel. All right, let's go. It says here, on Monday, Israeli warplanes struck, if it's warplanes, it's more than one attack, right? Attack, that's why they say strike, a building next to the Iranian embassy in Damascus. All right, let's go to the Russian article. Sputnik, U.S.-Israeli military on high alert for Iran to strike back at Israel. Why is this in high alert if it's about this? Forgot. My bad. These guys are celebrating, my friends. The United States and Israel have put their armed forces on high alert amid reports of a possible retaliation from Iran for Israel airstrike on the Iranian consulate. You see how these guys are saying it? On the Iranian consulate in Damascus. The New York Times reported, citing sources. The New York Times. But these guys in the other one, NBC, inside KKPP. On Friday, the U.S. broadcaster CBS reported, citing officials that the United States and Israel believe Iran is about to retaliate for the Israeli bombing of the Iranian consulate in Syria. Now, which one is it? Now, two unnamed Iranian officials said Iran placed all its armed forces on full high alert, adding that a decision was made that Iran must give a response directly to the Damascus attack to create deterrence. No, the American said you should just take it easy. You just take it as a bitch. On Monday, Israel carried out an airstrike on the consular annex of the Iranian embassy in Damascus. So that is, I think, the accurate description of that. The Israelis did not hit the embassy or the consulate. It's the consular annex, the next building of the Iranian embassy in Damascus, destroying the building. No civilians were killed. Iran Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, 7 of its members have been killed in the attack, including 2 commanders. On Tuesday, the Syrian Health Ministry said the attack has also killed, they must be lying, 4 Syrians and injured 13 more. So they're all on high alert. What do you think? Isn't this where all those guys with the American Century, is that how it's called? That put forward the ambitious plan to take over there. The American Century, is that what it's called? I think it's called differently, but I think it's the American 21st Century or something. Nevertheless, go and look at all these, what the fuck are the names? Some of them are, yes, perpetual victims, yes. But I used to know them, their names, Jesus Christ. Anyway, go and look for it. When they said these countries will be attacked, bam, 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 and eventually Iran. So they're at that point. They tapped Iraq. Now they went a little bit straight to the Afghanistan. Syria is right there. The other weasels are done. Now they're doing this, and the gem, the main, the main point is Iran. So. Celebration. So what do you think will happen? Let's say Iran retaliates and somehow United States enters, the bully boy enters because he's unshackled. I remember that, the giant that from the 300 Spartans, that movie, that's United States of America. I showed you that picture for many times. He's unshackled by the little David, releases the Goliath, and the Goliath goes in, what am I going to do now? Who am I going to... Oh, okay, baby doll, I'm gonna do it for you. What do I get in return? The shackle around your neck, the collar back. Man. Anyway, and then the Iranians retaliate, pop, 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 and then this guy say, we are at war. And this Biden is gonna, we are at war. Yeah. Cancel the election, postpone the elections. Oh my God. And there is their US democracy. Something, it's a projection, my friends. It's a projection. Someone says everything. I don't say everything, but a lot. Most of what these guys accused Trump of possibly doing in the future, or accused him of doing without evidence, they are doing it, or they will. You'll see. Yeah, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Remember, we deal with zealots. There are some zealots over there. And these zealots see the signs. And the signs are that Jerusalem will be encircled by enemies. And we have to help them so they can suck our fat. Is that how it is? Suck our fat. Is that what it is in the Ezekiel? No? Idiots, man. We got to stop that, man. We got to stop that. How? Go and vote. Go and vote, my friends. Free and fair elections. These guys are just going to tell the baboons that we're going to keep you safe. It's national security. We're going to require 5 masks and 25 boosters for everyone in order to, for the common good, for the good. And the baboons, well, that's a flea. Yeah. Puck, puck, puck. Oh, that worked. Yeah, that worked just fine. What happened with those guys who created this hysteria? Are they imprisoned yet? Anybody? No? Why that? Why not? Because they're still in power. Thank you, and they will be for some time. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.